Hello everyone. As you can see from this ticket, in my last day, or should I say night, of my recent tour to London, I've been to a great show, a great gig by the band that was probably the first punk rock band that made an album, a record, got a record deal. And this is of course The Damned. The Damned, the great band from the late 70s and the 80s, and still going on strong now. Well, I've been previously on their shows, and they haven't lost their energy, the dynamic, and their relations with their audience, as you will see from my video that I made during this show. It's a great show. I think it was the best show that I have been on this tour, and one of my best show ever. You can see and listen to songs like New Rose, the song that started it all, the single, and then there's Love Song, and the hit Heloise, and there's Knit 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 and Smash It Up, that finished the show. So I hope you enjoy it. After this video, I'll show my record collection of the band, The Damned, Koko Club, London. Watch and listen.
Without whom, it should have gone on. Ladies and gentlemen, how do what's happening? I'm always there wherever goes. I know she goes. I find it hard to realize that love was in her eyes. It's dying now. I'm just right now. But every night I'm there, I bring up my heart to his and wait. Somebody makes the day pass away. And when that star goes by, I hold it in my hands and cry. The love was mine, you know the sun will shine. But every night I'm there, I break my heart to you. And the way, We're still fucking smashing stuff, yeah? Thank you for playing. Yeah, thank you. Especially you people up there.
Smash it up, smash it up, smash it up. Ooh, smash it up. Wow, what a great gig, what a great show. Going strong for 40 years, more than 40 years. Well, The Damned. Now, I want to show you my vinyl record collections that I've got from this great band. I don't have all of their records. I still need to purchase or acquire 3 of their classic albums, Music for Pleasure, the Black Album, and Strawberries. But I do have the Debut, the first punk album ever made in England, which started it all with the Sex Pistols, but they succeed in publishing or pressing the first punk album before the Sex Pistols. This is Damned, Damned, Damned. What an iconic cover. And this one is the original one with Eddie and from Eddie and the Outrods picture photo at the back cover. This is the original cover, the original record. Now I know that the original one with the 2 stickers shrink wrapped is costing now and selling for crazy money, like £200. But still, this is an original one in immaculate condition, so it should have cost now close to £100. Now I bought it when it was, I think, 1 year after it was out in 1978 in Tel Aviv, in a record shop called Record, that was only for 1 year, and it was the first record store that sold punk records in Israel. And The Damned was one of the first items for selling, and I bought it. I think it was the only copy they had back then. And this is the vinyl, and they labeled on Stiff Records, The Damned, 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 the first album by The Damned, the debut, and the first punk record ever made, punk album ever made in the UK. Now a later, let's say, EP or mini LP, it was made in 1986, but it contains singles from the early stuff like New Rose and Knit Knit Knit, and a rendition and cover for Help by the Beatles, Stretcher Case, and Sick of Being Sick. This is the band, of course, Dave Vanian and Captain Sensible with the beret, the red beret hat that you've seen on the videos. Another iconic and classic album of the is Machine Gun Etiquette. Yep. This is another original one. It's I think 78 or 79. Music for Pleasure was before it. Still don't have. I will get it someday. I think the most known album of The Damned was made in 1986. But before that, I want to show you the first show that I've seen the band. This is in 1983 when I was in London with my friend, and this was what the hectic gig it was. This is the time of Thatcher, the time of the miners' strike, and I remember the band was leading a strike there, and a demonstration that was to held just after the show in September 1983. This gig was very hectic on the Hammersmith Palace, I think a venue that doesn't exist anymore in Hammersmith. It's an area in London, in West London. And what I remember, except for it was a great show with all the early hits. I remember Captain Sensible taking his trousers off and showing us his behind, his butt. It was what a gig! 1986, the known album for Phantasmagoria. I think it was even in the album charts, with many great songs. Now, for this album, the band became somewhat gothic, as you can see from the cover. Less punk and much more post-punk, new wave, gothic band. Yep, The Damned, Phantasmagoria. And there's an EP of 5 songs that was made. Is It a Dream, and 4 other songs that the B-side, 5-track single it's called here. Maybe it's on MCA Records now. The record deal on MCA. Now their major hit of all times of the band that you've seen on the video is, of course, their cover for Barry Ryan hit Eloise, and this is the 12-inch from 1986, I think. Eloise. And I've seen them second time in 1986, and this is the program they did for 10th anniversary tea party. On it was I think in a park there. I don't remember the name of the park. The name of the park is Finsbury Park. You can see it from the program. Anniversary, so the band started again in 1976. 100 Club in Oxford Street with the Sex Pistols. They made lots of gigs and tours, and it was another great show. I remember it was filmed, and there was a VHS video that was made during this gig, and I was there. I've been there. I remember it was also broadcast in the BBC in England. Anything was the name of the album, next album, but this one is the single, 12-inch single. Anything. What a lovely cover. And my last record that I have for the band is In Dulce Decorum. In Dulce Decorum. Dulce is sweet. Decorum. What is decorum? It's in Latin. Dulce is sweet. The Damned. Yes, this is it for this video by the great band The Damned that I've seen in London. So until next time, bye bye from LA.